These are the 5 steps you can use to go from scaled to RX in the most simple way possible. Number 1, we need strength. Okay? When we're getting stronger, we need to keep it very, 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 very simple. There's nothing fancy we need to do. We just need to keep things very, very simple. This goes for both your weightlifting and your gymnastics. What I mean by simplicity is work out, for example, on your clean, where's your weakness? Do you struggle to extend in the top position? If that's the case, we would clean pull, clean as a variation. We then realize single leg strength is a massive issue. So after that, we would split squat. 3 times 5 on each leg. Each week we progress that way. Then you also realize that your upper back rounds when you're lifting. Maybe we need to get strong with our upper back. So we're going to do some bent over rows. 4 sets of 5. Really, really simple. This is how you get super strong. And then for gymnastics, say for example, we've got strict pull-ups, but we need to get some weighted ones. Now, if you could do 5 strict pull-ups, then we're going to go, right, 3 sets of 3. Next week, 3 sets of 4. Then we might go back down to 3, but weighted. Really easy progressions, and this is what your coach should be doing for you. You need to keep it really, really simple, and you can improve massively strength-wise. CrossFit's only getting stronger, and some of the lifts you'll see at the comps you go to are absolutely huge. So being able to get stronger is only going to put you in a better position. For example, if you are doing thrusters at 40 kilos, what happens then? If your clean is 100, that's 40%. That's going to feel super, super heavy. If you can take your clean from 100 kilos to 120, that thruster is going to feel easier. So naturally, you're going to be getting fitter because you're going to be able to hold on to more reps. So that's what our first one is. We need strength. The second one is get really skillful. Now, this is for your gymnastics, and I mean in terms of opening up your capacity. Your 5-step gymnastic process. This is the 5-step I use for my athletes. Number 1, acquire the skill. So this could be pull-up. We'll use pull-ups as an example because it's really easy. The second thing we're going to do is accumulate. Okay, really simple reps. For example, 10 reps with as much rest as needed between those sets. Everything needs to move perfectly. The third thing we're going to think about doing is linking reps. So we might do 3 sets of 5 kip and pull-ups. Okay. Again, focusing on quality over quantity, because the last 2 is where we get all of the quality work we've done then leads into some really, really good quantity in terms of the volume. Then it's indirect fatigue. So what I mean by that is something that's not going to directly affect the muscle groups we're using for our pull-ups. So we might do an EMOM with pull-ups. Let's say 5 reps. And on the second minute, we're going to do 10 cows on the bike. Really, really simple. Okay, that's the 4th step. You can kind of guess what our last one is. Direct fatigue. This is going to be something that affects the muscle groups we're using for our pull-up. So you're thinking biceps, back, anything like that. Grip fatigue. So we might do the exact same EMOM, but we're going to row instead. Really, really simple progression. This is the 5 steps I use to get my clients' gymnastics really, really, really good. Okay, on to the third one. Training environment. This is the biggest game changer possible. Who, where, and when we train, the environment we train in is what's going to help you the most. No program is going to save you if your training environment is shit. Okay, you need a good training environment. If you're doing online coaching where you're training on your own, try and get into the gym where there's other people. where you can speak to people, you can get that little bit of support. Training with people is brilliant. Going into classes, this is a good training environment. If you're at a good gym, your classes are a brilliant place to do this because it's a very good training environment. So if you can create a really good training environment, put yourself in a brilliant headspace, you will improve faster than anything. If you look at any of the top athletes, a lot of them try and get in groups and train frequently. This is going to push the intensity and allow you to move at a faster pace. You know that feeling when you go to a comp and you push just like that? 20% more. You're faster. You're like, I didn't even know I could do this. That's because of the environment. If you can create that in your training, you will improve massively. Number 4, and it kind of leads on to both, is your training intensity. It needs to vary. We can't go hard 24/7. It does not work. If, going back to that training environment, you're going 100% 7 days a week, you will burn out. It needs to vary. We need to learn to go hard, but not every day. Okay? If you're training 4 times a week and you have 4 metcons a week, again, this is what your coach will do for you and should be doing for you. There's probably only 1 to 2 of those that you're really sending it 100%, where you really, really, really kill yourself, go really hard. Maybe even 1, if I'm being honest. The other 2 are at 70 to 80% pace. You need to vary your training. If you're dying every single time, you're in trouble. You will burn out. This doesn't mean we don't work hard, not at all, but you need to vary the intensity, and this is what your coach should be doing for you. And if you're not varying the intensity, you're going to find it really hard and you will burn out. The final one is specificity. Okay? When you go into online coaching, everything's for you. Everything is for you. It's specific to you. When you're in a class, brilliant. We need to be in classes. A lot of the guys I coach online, maybe who are training 5 times a week, they're doing 3 sessions with me, 2 classes. Like all of the other things I said, environment is good. It's healthy. It's what we should be doing. But what that specificity means is, if you are shit at cleans, you will clean twice a week. If you are in a class, it's very hard to do that, and it's very hard to work on your weaknesses. That's why when people go to very specific programming, they improve quite fast because they're doing the things they're bad at more frequently. That's the only thing. Your gym cannot program for you. As much as you wish they could, they can. What they can do is make you so good, though. They can make you really good. Up until that point, you just need that specificity. You don't need specificity early in your training. If you were 6 months into starting CrossFit, you don't need specificity. You just need to get good and keep doing classes, keep improving, because you'll improve massively. Over time, we need specificity. What happens is you'll have drills for you. You're shit at pull-ups, you'll have pull-up drills. If you're shit at bar muscle-ups, you'll have bar muscle-up drills. Lifts are the same. Like I said, for example, if you struggle with your overhead position in a snatch, you might do some SOTS presses. And you'll do this twice a week to improve. And what this does for you is saves more time. When everything is specific to you, you improve faster. So we're saving time. Now, these are the steps I took myself to go from scaled to RX. And it's the steps I use for all of my clients online. If this sounds like you and you like the sound of this, DM me the words coach and I will help you out just like I did for everyone else.